Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 36 of our 100 days of Bible story series, and I hope you've been blessed so far. So let's get straight into today's video. So today we are going to be looking at the man Elijah. Yeah, so you remember how the man of God Elijah had to go to Zarephath to be taken care of by the widow, right? He stayed there. So after 3 years, the word of the Lord came to him that he should arise and return and present himself to Ahab, King Ahab. Now, if you know King Ahab and Elijah, you know that they were they they didn't click. Let me say it like that. Yeah. In fact, Ahab considered Elijah his enemy. Yeah. Yes. They didn't have a connection. They didn't have a relationship. Yeah. So when the Lord told him, go and present yourself to Ahab, like he should return and present himself to Ahab, and then he added that words, and he will send rain to the earth. Remember that they had been in a period of drought. There was no rain. And that is how come Elijah had to go and stay at one brook, and later God told him to go to Zarephath to be fed of the woman, blah blah blah. Yep. But Elijah went anyway. He went back to present himself to Ahab, and there was severe famine in the land of Samaria. Now there was a servant in the house of King Ahab called Obadiah. Obadiah feared the Lord greatly. So in those times, Jezebel was massacring the prophets of the Lord. So if you identify for God, in the hand of Jezebel, you are not going to live. So she'll kill you. But this man, Obadiah, how come we don't hear him mentioned several times? He rescued 100 of the sons of the prophets, and he kept them 50 in a cave. Not only that, he fed them with bread and water. Isn't that amazing? So Ahab called Obadiah and asked him to go out into the lands and check whether they will find any brooks so that they can get something to feed the horses and the mules, so that they do not have to kill any of the livestock. So they divided the land among themselves into two. Obadiah went one way and Ahab went the other in search of grass to feed the animals. Now, Obadiah was on his part of the job that he has been given, or assignment that he had been given by Ahab, and he met Elijah. And Elijah instructed him to go and tell his master that Elijah has returned. Can you imagine? You are sending me to go and tell Ahab, knowing how he detests you? What sin have I committed that you want me to be the bearer of such news? And knowing you, before I get there, you would have disappeared. Verily, I know that he has been searching for you in all nations that he could think of. And by the time he gets there, you are not there. And you want me to go and tell him that you have returned, only so that you don't show up. Then they'll come for my head. Oh my God. So Obadiah was skeptical about it. He was clearly afraid to do what Elijah commanded him. But then Elijah told him that he shouldn't be afraid. He should go and tell him that he has come. He shouldn't worry. He won't disappear. He will come and appear before him. Since he assured Obadiah that, as for today, I'll present myself before him, he went back to Ahab and told him what Elijah had commanded him. And he went to meet Ahab, right? Now when Ahab saw him, guess his greeting. Is that you, O troubler of Israel? And Elijah responded, I have not troubled Israel. It is you and your fathers who have, because you have forsaken the ways of the Lord, and you have forsaken his commandments. Now, if you don't know King Ahab, let me just tell you whose husband he was. He was the husband of Jezebel. Yes. Jezebel was a beautiful woman, according to the Bible's description of her. She was a beautiful woman. She was wicked. And she was running things for her husband. Hey, killing the prophets and things. Anyway, back to the story. Since you have chosen to follow Baal, you dear, this is the command. Gather to me the whole of Israel on Mount Carmel, in addition to the 450 prophets of Baal and the 400 prophets of Asherah who eat at Jezebel's table. So, you know who Jezebel is, and you know that she was not for the Lord. So anything for the Lord, she'll go after it. Have you enjoyed today's story? I hope I'll see you in my next one tomorrow. Stay safe. Bye.